Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Star Wars Lore, and today we are talking about what I think may be one of the greatest mysteries in Star Wars Legends. One of the most interesting things in science fiction is learning about the early universe and the creators who existed in ancient history. In Halo, you have the Forerunner and the even more ancient precursors. In Mass Effect, you have the Protheans and the Reapers. In Alien, you have a space jockey. In 2001: A Space Odyssey, you have the Monolith and the energy beings that created it. And of course, in Star Wars, we have the Celestials, but is that all? This mystery starts over 35,000 years before the Battle of Yavin, when the Star Wars universe gets its own version of the 2001: Space Odyssey Monolith. And to experience this story, we're going to go to the Star Wars Dawn of the Jedi comic books. If you want to purchase them yourself, I've got an Amazon affiliate link down in the description, and I'll get a little bit of money if you do so. The story starts off with the ancient race of the Bendu gathering around this creation, this monolithic thing called the Tho Yor. Apparently, this large structure had been in the mountains of their home planet for thousands of years, and they had long gathered around it. After much meditation and speaking to the structure, one day it finally spoke back to them. And out of nowhere, a door opened up in the structure for the Bendu to enter. And upon doing so, it was revealed that this structure was actually a spaceship, one which would take the Bendu and 7 other species to the deep core in the center of the galaxy. Interestingly, the other Tho Yor were also on Dathomir, Kashyyyk, and Ryloth. Anyway, as I mentioned, all of the Tho Yor traveled to the center of the galaxy, which is extremely difficult because it's plagued with dark matter and black holes among other hazards. On the planet that they landed, there was a 9th, larger Tho Yor. And once there, the creatures felt their purpose to train in the Force, leading to the development of the Jedi Order. Although at that time, of course, the Jedi were much different than modern Jedi. And from there, the Jedi evolved into a civilization, leaving the planet to colonize other star systems, while also doing common Jedi things like settling disputes and helping to end wars. All of that is a story for a different day, but I think the question here is obvious. Who created the Tho Yor and why? If we go back to the beginning, the Tho Yor do seem kind of like the monoliths from 2001: A Space Odyssey. They're discovered by primitive species, which are then enlightened and brought to the galactic stage. And these are clearly more than just spaceships. They don't just transport people to one planet, they somehow awaken the latent Force abilities within certain individuals. Also, like Forerunner technology, the Tho Yor were seemingly purposefully scattered around the galaxy. And every planet that had a Tho Yor on it had a developed sentient species ready when the time came. Which also makes me wonder, where are the species there planted as well? And all of this really goes deep into the creation of the universe because it involves where life really came from and how it developed. Interestingly, if you look at the pyramid itself, besides for its shape, the first thing you'll probably notice is that it has a version of the Galactic Republic symbol on the front. This is called the Galactic Roundel, or sometimes the Insignia of Unity, and was actually developed from a symbol used by the Bendu monks. Presumably the monks got the symbol from the Tho Yor, and then the rest is galactic history. I really don't think that helps us answer the great mystery. Who created the Tho Yor and for what purpose? Several civilizations were active thousands of years before even the finding of the Tho Yor, 36,000 years before the Battle of Yavin. 2 of these species are the Qua and the Gree, who achieved interstellar travel extremely early in galactic history. And they in fact visited the planet which the Tho Yor brought everyone to, which is actually named Tython. The Qua actually built an infinity gate on the planet, which was one of their methods of interstellar travel, the entrance to which could only be passed with the help of the Tho Yor itself. However, the main large Tho Yor was on the planet when they got there, so really they used the technology, they didn't create it to help protect their gate. However, the Qua's creation of infinity gates was based on celestial technology. The Celestials were an ancient species active in the galaxy thousands of years before even the Qua, the Gree, and the Rakata. The Celestials are extremely advanced, and it's often said that they control the course of even the modern galaxy, and that includes the Force. They created many technological marvels, including Centerpoint Station, and even perhaps the hyperspace anomaly on the edge of the galaxy. After a Rakatan slave revolt 30,000 years before the Battle of Yavin, the Celestials disappeared, although it is unclear whether they escaped from the galaxy, whether they were killed, or whether something even more mysterious happened to them. Could the Celestials have created the Tho Yor as a way to balance galactic history and bring the Force to the mainstream and to the galactic forefront? Honestly, I am not sure, and this is a question that has never been explicitly answered within Star Wars Legends. I do know that the Celestials were around during the Great Migration of the Tho Yor. So I wonder, if they wanted to move the species, could they just not have done so directly? Although perhaps finding the Tho Yor was some sort of test in and of itself. I do know that at times pyramids have been used as a tool against the Celestials. About 1,000,000 years before the Battle of Yavin, the Shrew, the species who created the Mind Harp of Shrew, moved all of their cities under giant pyramids as a way to avoid attention from Celestials. Similarly, the Qua housed their infinity gates within the large pyramid structures. Could the Tho Yor perhaps have been a creation of some other species who wanted to help fight the Celestials, or create another dominant force, and pun intended, within the galaxy? Because if that was their purpose, they were ultimately successful. The Tho Yor brought several species to the galactic forefront, including humans, Icthonians, Zabraks, Devorians, and others. I don't know the answer to this, and this is why I believe it is truly one of the greatest mysteries within Star Wars legend. Not only is it completely unanswered, but it has a huge bearing on the creation of the universe. Right now, you can vote in the top right corner on who you think invented the Tho Yor. Was it the very powerful Celestials? Was it the Qua? Was it the Gree? Was it the Rakata, who, although I didn't really talk about them very much, we know didn't like the Celestials, who at times used pyramid-shaped creations and who were very technologically advanced? Or was it someone else entirely? Make sure to vote in the upper right corner and let me know down in the comments. Also, if you liked this video, make sure you give it a like and share it with your friends because it took a whole lot of research. Also, make sure to join the Discord, which I recently reactivated, in which there's a link to down in the comments, and follow me on Twitter. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. As always, may the Force be with you.